A few years before marrying my dad, my mom, Sholini, was sharing an apartment with her friend, Kavita, on a quiet, rundown street in Jackson, Mississippi. Kavita, a musician, was out of town for the weekend, so Sholini was alone. On Sunday night, she went to bed feeling uneasy. As she started drifting off, she suddenly heard noises in the front room, something rattling, followed by the front door creaking open. At first, she thought Kavita had returned early, but the light hadn't been turned on, and there was no familiar greeting. Instead, she heard quiet shuffling and things being moved around. That's when she realized someone had broken in. Behind her, near the kitchen, was a locked back door that she had no key for. Feeling trapped, she started to pray, hoping for guidance. A sense of calm washed over her, and she decided to stay perfectly still, pretending to be asleep. As she kept praying, she heard footsteps approaching her room. She opened one eye slightly and saw a tall figure standing in the doorway. The man seemed massive, even taller than her fiancé. He stood there for a moment, his shadow stretching across the room, tilting his head as if trying to see her better. Terrified, Sholini let out the loudest scream she could muster. Startled, the man quickly left, closing the door behind him. Shaking, she locked the door and turned on the lights, realizing it wasn't a dream. The next day, she reported the incident to the police. Though the intruder had only taken a few bucks from her purse, the experience left her shaken. She tried to identify the man through pictures the police showed her but couldn't be sure. The detective mentioned another suspect who had recently been released from prison and lived nearby, but nothing ever came of the report. A week later, Sholini read about a similar break-in a few blocks away. Still shaken, she decided to stay with another friend for a few weeks, unable to feel safe in the apartment after what had happened.